Yeah, we going live. We going live. We going live. We going live. We back. We back. We back. All black everything. Come on in. Come on in. Tell a friend. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Been a long time. Way too long. I apologize for the long break. It's been a lot going on. Life. Woo. It's a doozy. But we back at it. When the world was black, right where we left off. Like and share, subscribe, thumbs up, like a hitchhiking. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all. All black everything. Think despite big dreams, many streams. And we're talking about all the many people that had enslaved the Africans and contributed. Here it is. Most Native Americans aligned with enslaved Africans, absorbing runaway slaves and maroons into their communities. As early as the first documented slave revolt in North America in 1526, Africans and Indians fought white settlers together in countless wars and uprisings. The five civilized tribes who owned slaves were the ones who took the values of the West, and these values were spread by force. Anti black sentiment is not an indigenous native tradition, and Mexicans were leading figures in southern slave revolts, especially those in Texas. In fact, the famous Battle of the Alamo was all about white people trying to maintain slavery there and Mexicans and Africans fighting together to stop it. What's the common denominator behind the change in all these scenarios? It doesn't take a historian to figure it out. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with bright steeple. Ooh, so much in common. We don't have to discard everything that makes our cultures unique, but we do have to let go of the idea that we're really very different or that our tribe is better than another. This type of thinking is the reason why there is so much ethnic conflict in Africa right now. Europeans were able to come in, intensify pre existing and nonviolent, relatively nonviolent rivalries and cause people to fight and kill one another. The Tutsi. Oh man, crazy. Peace of the kings and queens of Rwanda. Once that started, it became hard to stop. And the same ones who caused the mess, could simply step back and watch us exterminate each other. It is all, man, it's got to stop. When they were ready, they would return to intervene and introduce peace along with their rules and regulations. The same thing already happened to the Native Americans, effectively reducing a North American population of 30 million in 1492 to less than 6 million by 1650. That's over 20 million people in less than 200 years. To do this, it took more than smallpox and genocidal campaigns waged by small bands of heavily armed Europeans. It took racial strife. In other words, there was no way the Europeans could have killed off that many people without first creating or agitating conflict among the people they sought to destroy. If you don't believe me, look at the piece on Thanksgiving and how to hustle and win, describing how Native people like Wampanoag were used against their own and later murdered. And now we're in the same boat. You have blacks versus Mexicans in prison systems and hoods throughout the West, and to a lesser extent, blacks versus damn near everyone else in the rest of the country. In fact, in any country you visit, whether Arab, Asian, or African, the darkest people are often the lowest on the social totem pole. Seems like nobody wants to be black or associated with blacks nowadays. Is that you? Do you not like you? Do you not like what you see in the mirror? You better switch that around. because everyone don't like you. But love yourself. Where does it come from? It doesn't take a genius to tell. So we've got to get back to the way things were, when the original people of the planet were not divided among color lines at all. All we had was cultural, geographic, and linguistic distinctions. Other than that, race wasn't an issue because we're all too dark to notice. It was white people who created the idea of race to separate themselves from us and then weaponized this concept against us. But we had moments of clarity since then. In the 1920s, black activists like Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, and even W.E.B. Du Bois were working to build international solidarity with the revolutionary movements in China, Vietnam, Japan, the Middle East, no such thing, but India, and nations throughout Africa. See, we have to take what they did and move it forward. The kings, the ancestors now. Let's get it going, man. When the world was black, this shit is done. It's over with. Get it back to the original. When the world was black. When the world was black. Yeah, all black everything. Take its place. Big change, many things. We back, we back, we back. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Like you said, subscribe, thumbs up, like you hit hitchhiking. Let's get it. Peace and love, y'all. Read them comments. Like it.